What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 4th episode of Deca-Dence. This one's titled Transmission. So keeping up the engineering, motoring theme going along with the entire titling sequence. So yeah, last time out, we got a little more information on Kaburagi's interest into Natsume, because she still registers as dead to the system, therefore she is by definition a bug. And it turns out that the reason why that happened was because during the Gadol attack, in where she lost her arm, she was revived after her heart had stopped. So she had technically died by the system's reckoning, but then had revived, which either the system didn't pick up on or was incapable of picking up on, the fact that someone would revive after that. So that is why she's considered dead. Her chip has malfunctioned, which really begs the question as to how humans have chips in them. And further brings into question, how are new humans brought into this world? Like, what is that system like? I'm just getting Promised Neverland sorts of vibes of where just humans are, because they are technically endangered at this point, the cyborgs outnumber the humans, as seen by the fact that Solid Quake... Was it Solid Quake? Am I saying that right? It was Solid Quake, right? Yeah, Solid Quake Corporation is in control of this entire part of Eurasia. It would stand to reason that they might have control of the humans in it as well. So, does every human that exists in this world also have a chip in them, as organized by Solid Quake? Like, I'm curious as to how that would work. Because we've seen him remove chips from people in Deca-Dence. Kaburagi I'm talking about here. So if the humans do have chips in them, how do they get the chips in them? And how do the humans not understand that they have chips in them? Interesting. Anyway, Natsume starts to learn how to fight Gadol, where they go to a tutorial area with spoonwormers. How to use the Gadol defense system, and the whole anti-gravity thing is a defense mechanism invoked by the Gadol, and using the packs on the back, you can ride the waves that are visible, and you can use those to maneuver around and use your needle to go and basically make them bleed out of the Oxy 1, which is what is making up their veins, basically forcing them to bleed out instead of outright killing them just through sheer damage. But yeah, we also learn of Kurenai, a great tanker fighting hero. I'm going to guess they're probably like a ranker or something. No, because she was a tanker. So she was a tanker that became a fighter as well, against all odds. So she kind of wants to follow in that sort of footsteps, I guess. We also get an upgrade to her mechanical arm, because it was just like a three-pronged thing. Now she has greater motor control and built-in ability to use the needle, so much easier to fire, and then also manage the cord and stuff to adjust, I think it's speed, I think it was adjusting on there, so she got an upgrade out of it, and we are now... whilst they were out training, Deca-Dence has been attacked subterranean, a horde of Gadol, and Pipe, because Pipe was out, has fallen into this cavern, and whilst everyone's rushing to fight it, they're rushing to save Pipe, essentially. So I guess we're gonna get some combat here in the first part of the episode, and we'll see if Natsume is allowed to fight, if Kaburagi will allow it, or if it's still too dangerous for her to really get into a fight like that. And see if we can save Pipe and do all that good stuff. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode. This show got so interesting after that reveal at episode 2, and I'm really enjoying that. I know some people would have been put off by that reveal, but I'm enjoying it a lot, and I think it's gotten more interesting, this world, now that we have an outside force that's controlling all of it as well. And to what extent, who is in the right here, the machines or the... Is there true humans still? Who knows? Anyway, with that said, as always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I'll count us down 3, 2, 1, play. And then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode. We're all in sync. You can use the timer to make sure you are in sync. Yeah, I'm watching the official Funimation version. Link in the description. I'll call out the OP starting and ending, as well as like the Katakara and Funimation logos for those may not be on certain versions of the episode for those of you who watch different versions. So, anyway, with all that said, here we go in 3, 2, 1, play. Katakara. Funimation logo ends now. Alright. Chasing after Pipe. Hey, they fixed the subtitle size finally on Funimation. Is that why Funimation subs have been so large up until now? But they're fixed. Mm-hmm. Right. You're not ready for this. There we go. It is not enough for a fuller scale attack. Now she's gonna go get her gear, isn't she? Yeah. OP time. Was that Kabaragi fighting the administrator or whatever from Solid Quake? That's what it looked like there for a second. Alright, here we go. OP over. Transmission. Yes. That was a nice fade. Alright. Hey, you're an idiot. This is the brutal reality of it. Welcome, Natsume. This is why you were not ready. This is why you were not ready. Way to style it out, though. Bring back to the training. It'd been nice if they actually did a side-by-side transition there. But whatever. Alright, back in she comes. Nice. Nice. Still got a ways to go. Mm-hmm. That's Pipe. Oh, nice. Thank you, Natsume. very deep in there. Nice. Very nice. Such a derpy face. Oh boy. Big one coming. Whoa. Okay, maybe not a big one, just a very armored one. Mindy Mendy. Mundy. Wow, great naming scheme. Huh. Jesus. What is that thing indeed? Jesus, that's a lot of them. And it's got armor. Looks like a rat thing. Yep. Not working. Oh, damn. I'm guessing that's Kaburagi? No, it's not. It's, Are you Kurenai? I don't know. I think you are. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yep, that is Kurenai. That's your hero. Alright. Attack successfully. Yep. Starstruck, I love it. Yeah. They don't know of that. Wow. I mean, does she have the authority to make that happen? I'm sure you all feel like that way, but is it your decision to make? I guess it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay. I didn't expect that. That was good. Alright. Is that an outbreak? Really? 8.5 minutes in? Alright. Change your course. Alright. Sentoku Senshin! Yes. New event. Okay. Winter event. Yeah, snow battle in the freezing cold. The largest battle. Ooh. Okay, alright. Ramping things up. Deca-Dence Great Hunt. Clear the nest. Freezing snow battle. Alright. Now we're back on to... Oh, we're actually going to Everest. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. And it's going to be in Mount Everest. Mm-hmm. Okay. Entirely ground troops. Got it. Okay. Get rid of the fog, then we can go. Mm-hmm. Get the Alpha, right. Alright. Mm-hmm. Those three taking interest. Mm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Well, really? Hmm. Oh. Oh. Why? Ha. Ha. Interesting. Okay. What? Hmm. That includes Natsume. Hmm. Hmm. Wonder what purpose that serves them. For the sake of entertainment, I guess that does come across as quite entertaining. Mm-hmm. All of them are gonna die, basically. Mindy Mundy Mendy. Where's Mandy? Something tells me they're not gonna look after her. Very much so. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Hmm. There's some backstory there as to why she'd overreact like that. Hmm. 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 Doesn't want to risk the heartbreak of losing her, I'm guessing? Doesn't want to deal with what could happen if she did get killed? I'm guessing that's her reasoning for cutting all ties. Hmm. Uh, yep. There's a picture of her father there at the bottom as well. Mm-hmm. Yep. But, yeah, operation's different. Then stay the hell out of it. Not gonna happen. Hmm. Mm-hmm. They'll just move nest. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He's not. I mean, yeah. Oh. He almost. This world is what? Manufactured? Is that what he's gonna say? Manipulated? I mean, yeah, but. Oof. Oof. Oh. He intentionally damaged her equipment as well. Wow. He snapped. But he knows what's going to happen, so. Okay, so. Alright. You can tell where she's been crying. Hmm. Nope. Mm-hmm. Naturally. Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, flashback to Dad. Interesting, okay. Huh? An old Decadence? Old one? Hmm. That's not gonna happen. He seems to believe this. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Everyone told her to give up on it. It always came back to the arm. She doesn't want to believe that. Surprisingly accurate. All right. I mean, she doesn't have her equipment still, right? I mean, it's still damaged, so. Yeah, and needs to replace your equipment. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, she is. Oh boy. We're having the final fights in episode 4 and episode 5, so you can tell this is just gonna go to shit. It's a very cool setting for this, though, let's be honest. This is our big bad. God, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Like, this show's doing a very good job of making you want to see more. Alright, well. That was a good episode. We got more of Natsume's reason for fighting. Realizing it's to better herself. In a world where she was constantly told, you can't. So he's like, no, screw that. I'm going to choose for myself whether I can or can't. But can Kaburagi take part? Because it sounded like the whole point was that everyone that went in would be wiped out, and then just when it looked like all hope was lost, the saviors would come in to save the day, or at least keep everyone alive. Well, keep Deca-Dence going. But how was there a Deca-Dence before this one? That's what I'm curious about. Was it a prototype from the company or what? Alright, end of the episode. So yeah, that the wreckage of an old Deca-Dence does intrigue me. Was it actually Deca-Dence wreckage, or was it another form of mechanical machinery that humans just assumed was going to be something similar to the current one? Maybe it was from before all this happened. What if there are multiple Deca-Dences around the world that... I mean, across the entire Eurasian continent, one Deca-Dence running at any one time? What if there were multiple? As an entertainment industry, why limit yourself to just one venue? Like, if you're going to run a cruise line, why have one ship? You'd have multiple ships to have as many passengers on your line as possible. So why not build multiple Deca-Dence? That the possibility of there being multiple does intrigue me. I don't think there are, but it would be very interesting if there was. Yeah, this fight's gonna go to shit, and that very much interests me because normally when characters go into a fight, you expect them to come out on top. Like, overall, you expect them to come out on top because of it, just because they're the main protagonist, or it makes sense for the story. Like, bad fights don't typically happen. Like, if you go into and analyze most anime fights, I think you'll find that the majority of them will always be your main character winning, or if not winning, and it becomes more of a tie situation, they learn something from it that the opponent wanted to teach them. To have an outright fight that ends in despair and ends in a loss, I think is not very often portrayed. And with this fight gearing up to be... sorry. With this fight gearing up to be that, I wonder... Also, I wonder, since they say that the fight never ends, there is no nest, I wonder if it's a deal like... But if they're going to wipe out everyone, does that mean Deca-Dence itself is in danger, or just those that take part? In which case, that would purge of the tankers that were actively participating. They would not learn of future fights. But what about all the people inside Deca-Dence? The normal, quote-unquote, humans that live inside Deca-Dence? What happens to them? Because to them, this is the final fight. This is it. Or do they not know that this is the final fight? Are they kept so obliviously in the dark that they just think this is another fight? I wonder. I wonder what the general population of Deca-Dence would know about that. Because how could you obscure the fact that these final fights, so to put it, how do you obscure the fact that they've been happening over and over and over again for hundreds of years? How would people not get suspicious of that fact? I wonder if the moment they question that, they get marked as a bug by the system. Interesting. I'm very much looking forward... Very much looking forward to this next fight and seeing where it ends up going. I wonder how Natsume is going to deal with this. I'm sure she's going to survive for longer than most other people, but I wonder if that feeling of despair will set in for her in this fight. Because we saw glimpses of it in the fight this episode, where she saw people actively getting killed, essentially, although they weren't actually being killed because they were gears and they're just avatars that don't mean anything to the people that actually run them. But she doesn't know that. I wonder if seeing the mass despair of everyone being taken out, essentially, here, I wonder if that's going to get to her or not in this encounter. Be very, very interesting. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm loving this show. Like I said in episode 2 and episode 3, I'm glad they got that reveal, as it were, out of the way early so that people know exactly what type of show they're getting into. It definitely sets it apart as quite unique, and I think it's really working for them here. I think people will still be put off by the... how can I put it? I think the depiction of these cyborgs as very, like, almost like chibi style will make people think that it's not meant to be, like, a serious thing. They might see it as more, like, geared towards kids, maybe. Just in the way that the cyborgs are represented in their art style. I don't know if that was an intentional choice by the creators of this, or if it was meant to just display a sheer distinction between what the real world is and what the cyborg lifestyle was. I'm curious about the design choice of that, but otherwise it really does work for this show and makes it unique and thoroughly interesting to see how this is all going to play out. Because, what is Natsume and this whole, like, it's never going to end, right? the only way this ends is if Solid Quake is dismantled, but how do you dismantle a huge corporation like that? Like, you can't. Unless someone else is put in charge of Solid Quake, but what does that fix? Like, we've still got Gadol on this planet, technically. Are the it becomes such a... The scale of this problem is beyond just stopping this corporation from running an entertainment business. You've still got the problem of humanity being non-existent to the point of how it was beforehand. Like, the planet is still screwed, right? Like, we've still got the problem of the planet being in such poor condition that life on it is very difficult. You'd have to restart civilization. Like, as much as the optimist Natsume is, I don't know how she plans to restart civilization when you've still got the issue of cyborgs and stuff, which are up in space by the looks of things. Like, it's like, there is no happy resolution to that, other than Natsume survives and Deca-Dence continues trundling along its set path by the corporation. I think that is the happy ending. Maintaining the status quo, not changing anything. Very curious to see how they want to play this, and based on the fact that this is, 12 episodes, right? Yeah, this is 12 episodes. I wonder if it would get a second season, how it would progress from there, and if there is the chance for going into the corporation side of things or not. I'm curious as to what they will end on in this show. It's very intriguing. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, as per usual. Helps grow the channel out. We're very close to 200 subscribers. As I record this, we're one away, so whoever gets that 200 subscriber, thank you very much for your support. Leave a comment what you thought of the episode. If you want to have a bit more in-depth discussion about this show, because you can have quite a discussion about this show, or any of the other shows that I watch on this channel, either past or future, I have a Discord in the description below that you can come join me on. And don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode of Deca-Dence, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you everyone for watching, and until next time, see you guys later.